Hey, do you know what time it is? That's right. It's time for Coach Lindy's podcast. The podcast to get you moving. Hi, I'm Lindy Hutchinson, a certified life mastery consultant with the Brave Thinking Institute. As a life coach, I help others transform their life as I have mine. It's not easy, but it is possible, and it most certainly is worth it. Each week, I'll share insights that inform, inspire, and ignite in you your desire to create a life that you love. So let's find out what's going on this week. So welcome to the podcast. And here is a question for you. Who is Florence Scovel Shinn? Guesses? Well, if you do a lot of reading about the law of attraction or vibration, you will probably recognize her name. She had a best-selling book which is called The Game of Life and How to Play It. She was born in 1871 and she passed in 1940. She was an American artist and book illustrator who became also a spiritual teacher and metaphysical writer in her middle years. In the New Thought circles, many of which whom we've talked about, other people who are in the New Thought movement, in her book, The Game of Life and How to Play It, in 1925, she said, "The invisible forces are ever working for man who is always pulling the strings for himself, though he does not know it. Owing to the vibratory power of words, whatever man voices, he begins to attract." Again, nowadays, talking about the law of attraction and things that we say and think and do and what a powerful effect it has on our results and what we actually produce. This is not, a big deal. It's like, yeah, we kind of know that. But she was one of the pioneers. She was a part of the New Thought movement, and they kept teaching this, and we're glad that they did, because today it's common thought. It's a common understanding. So you and I can benefit from the courage that was shown early on and the desire to study and learn about how to create your very best life. Florence was born in New Jersey, and her great-great-grandfather, apparently, Francis Hopkinson, was a signer on the Declaration of Independence. So that was interesting. She was educated in Philadelphia. She attended the Pennsylvania Academy of Fine Arts, and that is where she met her future husband, Everett Shinn. And after they got married, they moved from Philadelphia to New York, where her husband built a theater. And at the time, Florence, being apparently a possessor of many skills and talents, she starred in 3 of the plays that they produced there. They ended up divorcing in 1912. In that first part of the 1900s, Florence was an illustrator for Harper's Magazine, other popular magazines and novels like Mrs. Wiggs of the Cabbage Patch, which came out in 1901. The Society of Illustrators elected her to be an associate member in 1903, although they did not allow women full memberships until the 1920s. So we can see that Florence was not someone who was interested in hearing no, and she kept going forward. She began her metaphysical writing in the mid-20s, and she self-published the book that we're highlighting this week, The Game of Life and How to Play It. Then 3 years later, she published in 1928, Your Word is Your Wand, and The Secret Door to Success in 1940. And then after her death in 1945, another book was published, The Power of the Spoken Word. And then Louise Hay and her publishing company, after a written manuscript was sent to them, they published The Magic Path of Intuition. So we can see that Florence was quite prolific, and she was very clear in her thoughts, and she had a desire to reach out and teach other people. You can listen to the book. That's what I've done on YouTube, my favorite place. And of course, you can buy the book if you want. I use thrift books if you are adding and building to your library of personal development. So this week, our top banana is Florence Scovel Shinn. The book is Life is a Game and How to Play It, published in 1925. Our power word of the week is in line, and our train your brain thought for the week is get your vibration in line with your desire. So we know, having studied the law of attraction, if we're not thinking along the line and giving off the vibration of what our dream or vision is, we will not be reaching it. So we want to get in line. It's a great book to listen to. Life is a Game and How to Play It. And from our Hey That's Funny file, Paula Poundstone said, I'm not keeping canned goods in my apartment for an earthquake. If I get trapped beneath the beam for 3 days, I'm going to at least lose some weight. So the never-ending saga of trying to get in shape. So my friends, it was always a pleasure to be with you. And I will look forward to seeing you next week. Remember to keep pursuing your dreams, to build a life that you love because you deserve it. I will look forward to seeing you again soon. Take care and have a great week. Bye. Hey, thanks for joining me this week. I look forward to being with you every week. And if you'd like to get in touch with me, please email me at coachlindy@lindyhutchinson.com. My name is spelled L-Y-N-D-I, so it's Coach Lindy, L-Y-N-D-I, at Lindy Hutchinson, LYNDIHUTCHINSON.com. I value what your input is, and I'm always open up for suggestions and ideas. If you will like and or subscribe to this podcast, that would be wonderful. I appreciate it. And I enjoy anything that you might want to send in, or if you would like some more information about coaching, send me an email and I will get back with you, and we'll talk about how you can create your best life. Have a good week. We'll see you next time. Thanks. Bye-bye.